Hello students, welcome to class 11 physics. In this video we are going to discuss the topic position vectors and the displacement vectors of chapter number 4 motion in a plane. Explain position and displacement vectors. So first of all, let us understand what is vectors. That we have already discussed in the previous video. That vector quantity is such quantity that requires magnitude as well as the direction to mention its motion. And for the position, to mention the position of any object, we require the reference point, right? So if the object is moving in one dimension or two dimension or three dimension, to mention the position of the object, you require a reference point. So here we are discussing about the position vector of an object that is moving in a plane. Position vector. To describe the position of an object moving in a plane, we need to choose a convenient point, that is the reference point, say as O as the origin, right? So here as you can see in the figure, x by axis is there and origin O here is used as the reference point to mention the position of the object. Let P and P dash be the positions of the object at time t and t dash respectively from figure A. So you can see over here that in xy coordinate, right, this is the path. This particular is the path of the object in which it is moving, right? And at particular time t, the object is at point P, that at time t, and at particular object time t dash, the object is at p dash, that is p dash is the position of the object at time t dash, right? So position of the object at time t with reference to this O, let us join this line. That is from this point P to origin O, and let us give it the symbol R. And for P dash, let us join this line up to O and let its position vector will be R dash. So OP is the position vector of the object at time t. That means at time t the object is at P with reference to the origin. So you can write it as OP vector equals to R vector, right? And at time t dash the object is at position, the position of the object is P dash, right? With respect to what? With respect to this origin. So you can write it as OP dash vector. Here I have given the symbol OP dash as R dash vector. So OP vector is equals to R vector, that is the position vector of the object at P, and OP dash vector is equals to R dash vector, that is the position of the object at time t dash which is at P dash. So point P dash is represented by another position vector OP dash denoted by R dash vector. The length of the vector R represents the magnitude of the vector and its direction is the direction in which P lies as seen from the O. That means here the length of the vector that determines the magnitude of the vector, and this arrow that is from O to P that shows the direction of the vector. For object at P dash also, the length of this OP dash is the magnitude of the vector, and OP dash, this line, right, this arrow which is towards P dash from O, that shows the direction. Now the displacement vector. If the object moves from P to P dash, The vector PP dash with tail at P and tip at P dash is called the displacement vector corresponding to motion from point P at time t to point P dash at time t dash. That means we have seen this path of the object in which it is moving. We had considered at time t the object is at P, at time t dash the object is at P dash, right? So the displacement vector, we should know the position vectors, right? Initially the object is at P and then it is moving to P dash. So we need to join this line from P to P dash, because displacement is what? That is the difference between the final position and the initial position. That is x equals to xf minus xi, right? This is the displacement. Final position minus initial position, that gives the displacement. So here P dash, that when you join the line it will give you the displacement vector, right? And it will be joining from P to P dash, because the initial position is P and final position is P dash. Now important note, displacement vector is a straight line joining the initial and final positions. So over here P is the initial position, P dash is the final position, and the line joining P and P dash is the displacement vector. It does not depend on the actual path undertaken by the object between the two positions. For example, in figure B, given the initial and final positions as P and Q, the displacement vector is the same PQ for different paths of journey, say PABCQ, PDQ and PBEFQ. You can see this figure. For this figure, the displacement is PQ, right? So whatever path it takes, if the object goes from P to Q directly, or it goes from P to D and again to Q, but it has started its motion from P and ended to Q, right? And displacement, we require only initial position and final position, that is P and Q. If we take this path, right, P, E, F, Q, then also the initial position is P and final position is Q. So whatever path is there, it doesn't matter, but for displacement we require only the initial and final positions. So displacement vector does not depend on the actual path of the object. Third, therefore the magnitude of displacement is either less or equal to the path length of an object between 2 points, right? So if the object is moving directly from P to Q, right, then displacement n, that is the magnitude of the displacement, will be equal to the path, actual path, that is PQ, right? So path length and displacement will be same. But if we consider this PDQ path, right, then displacement PQ, because displacement is always the initial and final position. So for this path also displacement is PQ vector. It will be less than the path length PDQ. So for any case the displacement will be less than or equal to the path length of an object between 2 points. So students, you may note down this theory, explain position and displacement vectors.